أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The Prophet ﷺ said, I have 2 ministers from the inhabitants of earth and 2 ministers from the inhabitants of heaven. He said, my 2 ministers on earth are Abu Bakr and Umar, but my 2 ministers in heaven are Jibreel and Mikael. When does the Prophet ﷺ first see Jibreel A.S? He saw him as a young child. Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu narrates that the Prophet ﷺ was running around and playing with all of the children just like everyone else. And this is the year that his mother died. So the Prophet ﷺ is a complete orphan at this time. He's lost his mother and he's lost his father ﷺ. And he is now switching from ends to ends, lap to lap, but still he was a very happy kid. He's running around playing with all other kids, but suddenly a man came and grabbed him and he threw him into the ground. So all of the other children went running to their parents and they were shouting, Inna Muhammadan qad qutil, Inna Muhammadan qad qutil, that Muhammad ﷺ has been killed. Muhammad ﷺ has been killed. And as they are running to their parents, the Prophet ﷺ is watching now what this man is about to do to him. Rasulullah ﷺ said, he cut my chest, he opened it, he grabbed my heart, and he took something from the heart of the Prophet ﷺ, and he said, Hadha hadhu shaytan mink. This is the portion of evil within you, the portion of devil within you, and he threw it away. Then the Prophet ﷺ said, he proceeds to wash my heart in a golden vessel of Zamzam. Subhanallah. And his heart was put back. At the time the kids got back, they found the Prophet ﷺ with his chest sewn up. For 34 years, the Prophet knew that this happened. So 34 years later, at the age of 40, Aisha radiallahu anha, the wife of the Prophet ﷺ, said, the Prophet started to see truthful, righteous, good dreams. For 6 months, all of a sudden, the Prophet started seeing good dreams. If he sees in a dream that something is going to happen tomorrow, then that thing is going to happen. He sees in a dream that someone is going to come visit them tomorrow. The next day, that person comes visit them wearing exactly what he saw in his dream. And such continues for 6 months. Everything he was seeing in his dream would come to true the next morning. So he already has an idea that something is happening. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ all of a sudden starts going to Cave Hira to meditate and to pray, because something very strange is happening within him. And Aisha radiallahu anha says, Allah bestowed upon him the love of seclusion. Suddenly the Prophet loved to be alone. Rasulullah would climb up to Hira, and Hira is about 2 hours climb. Rasulullah ﷺ was there one day and he sees Jibreel A.S. Now the Jibreel A.S. came to him in the form of an angel or in the form of a human being. He comes in the form of a human being. Now you might be thinking to yourself, why in the world was the Prophet ﷺ scared then? Well, think about it. You are 2 hours up there, no one's around you, and all of a sudden you see a strange man standing at the entry of the cave, and he is just looking at you without saying anything. A future narration gives us an idea of what happened to the Prophet ﷺ. Rasulullah ﷺ, when he told Khadija what happened, he said, Ja'ani alladhi atani fil manam. The one I was seeing in my dreams came to me. So that further establishes that the Prophet ﷺ had already seen Jibreel in his dreams. And so he's thinking that this is strange, I'm not sleeping right now. Which explained why Jibreel A.S. grabbed him. Jibreel A.S. he hugged him. This is real. Iqra, read. Jibreel commanded him, read, and they left him. So Prophet ﷺ said, I don't know how to read. So Jibreel grabbed him again harder and he said, Iqra, read. He said, I don't know how to read, and Jibreel grabbed him the third time. And the Prophet ﷺ said, he held me so tight that I thought I was going to die. And he said, Iqra, read. And the Prophet ﷺ said, what shall I read? And that's when Jibreel A.S. said, Iqra, Bismi Rabbika alladhi khalaq. Read in the name of your Lord who creates. Khalaqal insana min halaq, who created man from a suspended clock. Iqra wa rabbukal akram. Read, and your Lord is generous, the one who taught man that which he knows not. So the Prophet ﷺ, as he receives these words, Jibreel didn't grab him anymore, and Jibreel didn't go anywhere. So the Prophet ﷺ left the cave and went warning them. What happens? When the Prophet ﷺ told her what happened, Khadija radiallahu anha said to the Prophet, let's go to Waraqah. So they go to Waraqah, and the Prophet tells Waraqah what he saw. So Waraqah right away says, Hazan Namus. That is Jibreel, the one that came to Musa, and you are the messenger that everyone has been waiting for. As he said this, Waraqah said, I wish I was young enough that I could have lived to see and support you when your people turn you out. Subhanallah. Then what happens after them? Aisha radiallahu anha said, there was a pause in revelation for a very long time. First wait for this angel to come back, and he starts to walk back into those caves. He wanted some kind of clarity, like what's going on. And every time the Prophet ﷺ gets into those mountains, he would hear the voice of Jibreel A.S. saying, Ya Muhammad, innaka Rasulullahi haqqan. Ya Muhammad, innaka Rasulullahi haqqan. O Muhammad, you are the messenger of Allah in truth. And that calmed Prophet Muhammad ﷺ down, and the Prophet would go back to his house. In the narration of Jabir in Sahih Bukhari, one day the Prophet ﷺ was walking, and suddenly the Prophet looked up and they saw Jibreel in his full angelic form, covering the space between the heavens and the earth, covering the entire horizon. The Prophet ﷺ saw him with all of his wings, with his full creation, and he started to come close to the Prophet ﷺ. And the Prophet said, I was so scared that I fell to the ground that he came that close to me. And the Prophet went back to his home and told Khadija, Zammiluni, Zammiluni, Dathiruni, Dathiruni, Zammiluni, Dathiruni. Cover me, embrace me, cover me, embrace me. And that's when the next revelation came. Ya ayyuhal mudaththir, kum fa'anzir, wa rabbaka fakabbir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, O you who is covered up, O you who is wrapped up, stand up and call the people and declare the greatness of your Lord. After then, what happens? Aisha radiallahu anha said, the revelation heated up. That is, after that long pause from Cave Hira, the revelation becomes faster. After Surat al-Mudaththir came Surat al-Muzammil, came Surat al-Duha, and a lot more. So the revelation starts to come quickly to him. And then Prophet Muhammad ﷺ now understand that he is a prophet of Allah, he is a messenger.